For over 150 years, Jewish Child and Family Services has helped people in need, tailoring services to reflect our constantly changing community. Today, JCFS offers a broad array of services that support the wellness of the entire family. Their mission, however, has always been the same: to provide help, healing, and caring services infused with Jewish values to strengthen lives in the community. Community is at the core of JCFS, the people and their unique stories. Stories of those helped, as well as stories of those committed to help and serve.
Caring,
nurturing,
collaborative, unique,
Jewish values,
hope,
community.
If I listened to 5 people in a day who all were in Auschwitz for the same length of time, each person had a unique experience during that time.
I used to work with the teen boy population. I questioned one of the boys, where do you see yourself in about 3 years? And his answer just amazed me. He said, well, I plan on being dead. So at that time, he currently didn't see anything else but that for him. This now is a kid who has graduated college.
A family that came to us with one of the children in the family had been diagnosed with a pediatric cancer. And while the cancer was being treated at one of the medical centers in the area, the family was falling apart on an emotional level. We were able to see the whole family for a while and help them reunite and reattach as a family.
The vision of Jewish Child and Family Services is to be the first and best connection to innovative, trusted care. One thing that makes JCFS different is our focus on getting results for our clients. We focus on outcomes and achieving the goals that our clients come to us seeking to resolve.
When he came to the therapeutic day school, to the yeshiva program, he would sit for hours on end with his head on his desk and a hood over his head, really cut off, almost inaccessible. And I'm very happy to say that when the student graduated a couple years ago, he went to a very fine university in Chicago and is thriving in the engineering school.
When he first came in, because he was premature and he had a lot of medical anomalies, he wasn't moving at all. Then eventually, after intervention, he was able to catch up on his skills. Like, he was able to hold his bottle on his own. He was able to play with his own toys, and he can move around the house.
One day, a woman came over to me at the supermarket, actually, and she said, I understand that you're the coordinator of Project Shield, and I said, yes. And in the middle of the supermarket aisle, she started crying, and she said, I want you to know how much it means to me that there's a program in the Jewish community for victims of child sexual abuse, because I was victimized over 20 years ago.
Judge Julian Frazen is a prime example of the work of the agency and what we can mean in helping those we care for define what is possible in their lives. He and his sister had been residents of the Chicago Home for Jewish Orphans back in the 30s and 40s. What really resonated for me was the impact that our staff and volunteers had on him and how he used those experiences to go on to great success.
It happened in 1932 when my mom passed away. I was only 2 and my sister was 5. Left with my dad. It was the middle of the Depression. It was very hard to care for us. And we wound up in the Chicago Home for Jewish Orphans. I was that individual child, and they all knew me as that. Whether I was doing a little dance or making a recitation or whatever it is, I was Julian, little Julian. When I was serving as a judge, I really called upon my experience of the way I was treated when I was in the orphanage, so I had empathy for these people. And thank God that there was an organization that was helping my dad and my family take care of ourselves and provide a childhood for me, which I wouldn't have had any other way. There should be some kind of a safety net where it catches the people who fall through the cracks. I just know that you just can't turn your head and look the other way.
JCFS embraces the community. It embraces every race, every culture. They definitely want to provide services to people who are in need.
It supports the social life for young adults with disabilities. But at our events, there's no clear definition of who is a participant and who is a volunteer.
Bruce Goldman epitomizes what it means to be a volunteer. He has invested incredible time and his own resources to make both Jewish Child and Family Services and the Jewish community a better place.
I feel like helping children is a calling of mine, and I feel unbelievably fortunate to be able to give financial resources as well as time over the years. One of the things I love most about the agency is the professionalism and dedication of our staff. It's like a labor of love for them, and it's impossible not to want to support the agency once you see what the agency does for these kids and how happy they are and how proud they are of their accomplishments. Some of my most enjoyable moments with the agency actually has been on visits to group homes where the children are expecting us to come, and we come in and they welcome us into their home like we're part of their family. A lot of my friends ask me why I do all this work, and to me, I really don't know. I think it's maybe in my DNA, but it just makes me feel good.
The services that our wonderful professionals provide every day, really 24/7, make a tremendous difference in the lives of each and every one of our clients.
JCFS is the most amazing agency. It's so worthy of everybody's support.
What gets me excited about the work that I do is knowing the impact we have on those we serve.
I know I'm making a difference with JCFS when I see the smile on a kid's face.
It takes a village, and it's the entire spectrum of the family that needs help. And our families are so different today, so different.
Different times, different stories. With every person whose life is touched by Jewish Child and Family Services, employees, individuals and families, and supporters, another chapter is added to the ongoing tale of compassion and healing. Become a part of the JCFS story and start your own story of connecting and caring for those in our community.